I wasn't even going to pull my phone out of my purse until I saw the cow. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and let's go thrifting. I have seen this cow a couple of times lately. It is one of the patterns I think my mom told painted back in the day. She can't remember. And this example was just wild. It kind of almost has everything. It's framed in a quilting hoop. It's got that painted quilt border around it, and it was only $1. It did not come home with me. I may regret that later, but I can't have all the awesomely horrible things I find in the thrift store. They are sorted at this one. They had boxes of kits, and when the embroider and cross stitch kits and patterns box is full, that means I am going to sit down indelicately on the floor and sort through them because that's what I do. You can't look at them all when they're there on the shelf, and I need to look at them all. I found some great stuff here over the years. They had a lot of Aunt Martha's hot iron transfers, and they had them bundled 7 for $3.50, which isn't bad. I just have so many of them in my collection at this point. I don't even know what I do and don't have. So I didn't bring any home, but I looked through them just in case. And of course, I was looking at that sunset logo there in the back. Don't need a teddy bear prayer. Don't need a splashing duck bib. But you have to look just in case there's something. The Amish children pattern, I am sure I don't have that one. But I also can't quite picture in my head the thread colors and placements for embroidering it. And that's maybe a good thing because about 30 seconds later, I got distracted by something that was so much more fun. If I was going to spend some money, it was going to be on that other thing. Someone had donated some old patterns there. I don't know what was in them. I didn't take the time to look. And I did put them back on the shelf where they belong. What does no foot feed mean? I would think feed dogs, but the feed dogs are there, so does that sewing machine not have a foot pedal? I know people do buy these to salvage parts for their beloved machines that need spare parts that are no longer made, so hopefully that will find a home. They had old workbasket magazines, bundled a full year's worth of issues for $6. I have a ton of workbasket magazines. What I don't have is the complete set of Paco Fun magazines for the year 1961. My great grandma used to collect those, but hers were newer than that. I think hers were mostly from the 70s. So I set it down in a safe place and looked through all of the other bundles of magazines. Unfortunately, that was the only one they had. There's a life-sized whole painted goose. I wonder if it came from the same gal who painted the cow. I would almost guess that it did. This store gets a whole lot of vintage stuff, and I've never figured out exactly which charity they support. I mean, I'm sure I could ask or that there is a sign somewhere, but honestly, I've never been that interested. If they have something I want, I am happy to buy it, and I think there's some religious charity involved, but I honestly don't know. Someone had donated so much pretty glass. I don't know what any of it is. I just know that it makes me smile when I look at the sparkly stuff. And they're different colors, so this probably wasn't all from the same person, but I'm guessing a fair amount of it was. And I don't know what this stuff is worth, but it didn't seem terribly expensive. The pink is just so, so pretty. And they had cheap milk glass. Cheap compared to what I've seen it priced at for the other thrift stores. I like that short, round, spiky vase there. But then I made the mistake of looking over at what is on the next shelf, and I couldn't figure out what it was until I saw that the tag said it was a spit sink, and when you turn it over, it's more obvious. And I went home and Googled and confirmed that is an antique milk glass spit sink from a dentist's office. There aren't a lot of things I see in the thrift stores that give me the heebie-jeebies to anywhere near the degree that that milk glass spit sink did. It's not that I think that it's dirty. It's just that I think that that has to have so much negative energy associated with it. And why would someone want one of those? If you've got any theories or a different opinion than mine, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Thanks for thrifting with me. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle.